Hello, how are you doing? So I'm using some craft UV resin here and I'm going to make up some little goldfish. The molds are really tiny. This is some let's resin dye in orange. I used 2 drops. It kind of looks like it comes out like a red colour, but it helps the fish to stand out a bit more later on in the fountain. So there's a lot of elements to this. Um, so I show you little bits of it as I go through. Um, so yeah, some really tiny ones, which I'll show you a bit more up close now. Like 2 drops of the UV resin and it's full. That's how small they are, but very cute. So I fill up these in and I put them under the lamp for, I think I did it a minute, and they were perfect to be unmolded. So I'll leave you to watch this bit of action and I'll be back. So it's unmoulding time and I'll show you just how small these are. And just above my hand you can see 4 little moulds. These all moulds were from Temu actually, and those little moulds above my hands are like a water effect. And I just had this crazy idea of doing, see how small that is. So cute. Um, an idea to do like a fountain using those little moulds and the little fishies. But you can see what I mean, how they come out looking quite red, but they're not red, they are like a deep orange. And there's a tiny little bit between the tail, that's the silicone mold, so I have to be a bit careful taking that one out because I don't want to pull that bit of silicone off. These are little like plug things to make holes um, in the moulds, so I don't have to drill a hole later. These are from Little Windows, an online shop. I think they're based in America, and they're very good, very very good. And I like them a lot. The whole it leaves is like a perfect shapes and fabulous. Also using Artline Honey from Artline Epoxy. I have mixed up 90 mils, which, did I do 90 mils? No, I did 75 mils of A, and no I didn't, telling fibs again. I did 50 mils of the A, 25 mils of B, as it's a 2-to-1 resin. So I didn't mix up too much. I did pour in the little square mould a bit too much, but I do empty that out. Do I, or is that the next part? I think I'm dreaming, guys. So what have you all been up to? Anything nice? Hey? So yeah, I'm just going around the corners to make sure there's no little bubbles hanging out down there. Not that it's a problem with this make because it's water. So yeah, when I mixed up the resin, I've left it quite a while, so it's thickening up. And then I'm gonna put my fishies in. Obviously, I can't get many in the little molds, but I do get some in. I just drop them in and prod them down with the stick from a micro brush. I'm not bothered if they fall to the surface or not, because you'll see later how I bring this all together. So yeah, there's a lot of elements to it. It took me quite a while to do, about 6 hours I think, but I really enjoyed this. I'd love to make something like this again. So if you'd like me to see me do something like kind of similar or something like different, please let me know in the comments. I'd like to know what you would like to see, and it would help me create things for you that is of interest to you as a person. So yeah, this is from Artline as well. It's a transparent colorant for epoxy resin, and it's in turquoise, and it's a really nice turquoise as well. It looks quite dark at the moment, but once I swirl it out, it is really nice. So I'm just putting a little bit in, and between the fish I kind of swirl it all around. We're on the second layer now. Again, I've made up 75 ml of resin using Artline again, and also I've done exactly the same what I did before. I've left it quite a while, so the resin's starting to warm up. I've also over poured that square. That's what I was talking about before. It's this square that I've over poured. I need to have a little bit of space because I want to put some um, glass shards and some other little bits. I'm not sure what they are. So yeah, I'm going to pour some of this out of the square because I've overfilled it. because I need to have some space for the shards and things. Oh, and that one too. Cleaning up my mess, because I am messy. I can't help myself. So these glass shards, they're also from Artline, and I like them. Just pouring some out so I can just use them freely. I can't bear rattling of things, so I have to get it done out the way, and then I can just carry on, um, just popping it all in. Again, if they sink, they sink. They don't, they don't. I'm not overly bothered about it. I just wanted to try and keep them on the surface, but I kept an open mind. If they sink, they sink. I wasn't going to worry about it. There's more to life, isn't there, guys? So yeah, putting these in. Let's see, a little bit like a abalone, stony kind of thing. Got those off Temu, and I quite like them. They're quite shiny. I'm trying to make sure the shiny bit is in the resin. Some of them on both sides are shiny. Sometimes it's only the one side. So I just kept fiddling around until I got things the way that I was happy with. Right, we're on demolding these now. I did on demold one before filming. I couldn't help myself. So I have these pop, and I'll show you just how easy these little plugs come out. There you go. They're looking quite cool, I think. Not bothered by the bubbles because it's water. My imagination says it's water anyway. So I'm undoing all of these, and then I will start combining them to make the waterfall, no, fountain. I showed to my grandchildren this, to see what they thought about it, and my middle granddaughter, she's claimed it. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to take something today. So just all moulding the base. Make sure you put your moulds back in shape, because otherwise you'll get funny creases in and you won't get the correct shape again. So what do you think of this, guys? I quite like it. I quite like the look of it. This is the bottom. Is it the bottom? No, it's the top. Silly me. So it's a bit of a close up. So putting these watery shaped um, things together was quite awkward, so I didn't fully film it. So these two bits were quite awkward. They're the bottom two stages. Yeah. So I kept trying, but I kept like going off camera with it as well. So it, that's why it's I've edited it out. So I'm trying to bond together a part of a skewer stick to the base of the lowest, no, the second stage of the fountain, because I feel that it needs to have an extra support. But I'm sure it would have stood freely. There we go. So that's all together, and I put some like clear stuff. What is it? I don't know. Um, just on the edges of each of the steps, and I'm going to try my best to create some water with the UV resin going down those little slopes. I kind of get there eventually. It actually looks better off camera than on camera, as you saw in the beginning. In person, it's much better. So yeah, I'm just going round and round. And I do end up getting the down the tube bit. Some of the UV resin goes hard, but it's okay. I break it all off. So this is just some cotton wool, and I'm going to create, like, you know, the bubbles at the bottom of each fountain. These ones were a bit too soaked up with the UV resin, but I've never done this before. This is a new thing for me, and I just wanted to try it out. I had this idea in my mind for quite a while, and I had to kind of work all out in my head how I was going to do it. This is my second attempt at doing this, and this one I'm much happier with. So yeah, I'm putting some down the like the strips of water as well, just to give a bit more detail. So, oh yes, thank you to all my subscribers. You're all amazing. I love you. Thank you for keeping coming back. Please like and comment, share all those lovely bits, please. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. There's discount codes in the what's it below. Um, what is it called? Description. And yeah, feel free to use them. There's not many, but please feel free. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. I've also got buy me a coffee if you wish to support me. That would be fantastic. Anything coming in from that will go straight back in the channel, so I can buy or replenish products, so I can make things with. I would love that so much. So we're coming towards the end here, and the cotton wool likes to just stick to the end of my dotting tool. I know I haven't got gloves on, but I haven't touched the resin at all. So I'm still continuing to sort this out. So I hope you like it, guys. If you want to see something like this again, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate that very much. Like I said earlier, it helps me understand the things you would like to see. So, thank you all for watching. Look after yourselves. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.